All right, I am inside the what's called the Price Tower, and this is the model of it. And this was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's the only skyscraper he designed, and this is like a little tiny museum area, if you will. That's some serious carpet action going on here. And some funky chairs. I like the model, that's pretty cool. So this is a pretty neat, Art Deco building. It's not nearly as big as it seems from the outside. It's actually kind of small. This is like the reception area. There's the old elevator. Some restrooms. It's pretty interesting, all this different geometric kind of designs going on. It's pretty neat. So this building recently sold, I think last year. It sold and it has new owners, and I guess they plan on doing some sort of renovation. So it's not used as an office building anymore. It is a art center and a hotel, and they tell me that there's two restaurants, one on the bottom floor and one like on the rooftop, but the rooftop one is closed right now, and this is the restaurant on the ground floor. So very, very interesting, very unique, definitely very different. I've seen a couple of Frank Lloyd Wright buildings, and I gotta tell you, I think this is the best one. I really think this is the best by far. I think this is the most interesting, if you will, because his houses, to me, oh no, oh, this staircase is weird. It feels like it's slanting to the left. It's not, but oh, maybe it is. It's like slanted. This is really strange. Oh, weird. That is bizarre. So oh, we have some degenerate, ignorant art here today. Oh, we have boy tears. Oh, wow. That's great art. So we have ugly hoes and not much else, I guess. So there you go, guys. This is art today. This is your art. This is your cultural moment for today. Check out the restaurant. I'm gonna eat here. Maybe. Interesting stuff going on. Like I said, it's not nearly as big as you would think from the outside, but it is a rather tall building. It's very confusing in here with all these different shapes. Anyway, the reason I like this building, I think above all of his others, is because the houses he built were really cool on the outside, but I think on the inside they weren't very warm. They didn't seem welcoming as a home to me. It seemed like more of like an industrial design, or like like an office building kind of design. And so I think this is much better. So it's a very cool building. It's interesting how this kind of the facade is held on. It's got all these like awnings, I guess you would call it. These looks like they're made out of solid copper. All these louvers and awnings and little windows in the corners, so it's definitely a very intricate, ornate kind of building. I've been by here a few times, but I never bothered to come inside. I figured it was an office building, and you know, I figured it was just an office building, so I really didn't have any business going to check it out. But apparently it's a museum and a restaurant. Oh, and a hotel. So they have hotel rooms in here, which seemed rather small when I looked at it online. But yeah, very, very interesting. Very interesting design overall. Yeah, so the Frank Lloyd Wright houses, exteriors were awesome. Interiors, I thought they were too industrial looking. They didn't scream welcome home to me. So this was the Phillips 66 Oil Company's headquarters, I believe, for a long time. I think. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. So anyway, point being, it was used as an office building for a long time. It looks like it would have been very expensive to construct. That's why I'm assuming it's had to be built by an oil company at the time, because they were the ones with deep pockets around here. Excuse the wind noise. It doesn't have much of a parking lot, which kind of surprises me a little bit. So, well, there is parking around the back, but in the front here, just a couple of, I guess these were like the VIP spots. It's interesting. Fleet vehicle from Wisconsin. Must be a rental car. Anyway, definitely an interesting building. Very, very ornate. You know, the attention to detail is pretty impressive. Everything is decorated or shaped or molded in some way to give it some type of a style. So that's pretty cool.